Emma sat on her bed, staring out of the window. The sun was setting, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, but she felt none of its warmth. Instead, a cold feeling settled in her heart. Her best friend Mia had moved to another city a few months ago, and ever since, things had felt different. The laughter they used to share over silly jokes and late-night chats now echoed in her memory like a distant song. Emma missed Mia deeply, but she didn't know how to reach out and bridge the gap that distance had created. Every day, Emma would scroll through her phone, looking at the pictures they had taken together. There they were, smiling at a summer. Festival arms around each other, carefree and happy. Those moments felt like a lifetime ago. Now, Mia's new life seemed so far away, filled with new friends and experiences that Emma could only imagine. She felt a mix of sadness and longing. Why is it so hard to keep in touch, she thought. I want to talk to her, but what if she's too busy? Emma spent her evenings in a routine that felt empty without Mia. She would do her homework, help her mum with dinner, and then retreat to her room, where she often felt more alone than ever. Her family noticed a change in mood. Is everything all right, Emma? Her mum would ask gently, concern in her eyes. Emma would smile softly, shrugging it off. I'm fine, Mom. But deep down, she knew she'd WASN single quotes to one day while cleaning her desk. Emma stumbled upon a stack of old letters they had exchanged. Each letter was filled with stories, dreams, and secrets, written in colorful ink that reflected their playful personalities. A smile crept onto her face as she read snippets of their shared memories. Remember when we tried to bake cookies and ended up with a kitchen disaster? Emma chuckled to herself. That memory was a reminder of how connected they once were. Inspired by the letters, Emma decided it was time to reach out. She grabbed a blank piece of paper and a bright blue pen, feeling a spark of hope. This wasn't just any letter. It was a way to reconnect with Mia. She began writing, pouring her heart onto the page. Dear Mia, she wrote, I miss you so much. It feels like there's a big space between us, and I want to fill it with our friendship again. I remember all the fun we had and how we promised to always be there for each other, no matter what. I hope you're doing well in your new city. I want to hear all about it. As she continued to write, Emma's heart lightened. She shared her everyday adventures, like the new book she was reading and the painting she started in art class. She even included a funny story about her dog, Max, who had gotten into trouble again. With every word, she felt closer to Mia, as if the distance between them was shrinking. After finishing the letter, Emma carefully folded it and placed it in an envelope. She adorned it with stickers and drew little hearts on the front. This is it, she thought, feeling a mix of excitement and nervousness. I'm going to send it today. Emma took the envelope to the post office, her heart racing with hope. As she dropped it into the mailbox, she felt a wave of relief wash over her. No matter what happened next, she had taken the first step to reconnect. She realized that reaching out was a sign of strength, not weakness. It showed her determination to keep their friendship alive. Despite the distance, days passed, and Emma found herself eagerly checking her mailbox. Then, one afternoon, she found a letter addressed to her in familiar handwriting. Her heart soared as she opened it, revealing Mia's cheerful words. Emma, I got your letter. I miss you too. Let's plan a video call soon. I can't wait to catch up. Tears of joy filled Emma's eyes. She felt a warmth spread through her, knowing that their friendship could bridge any distance. They were still connected, no matter how far apart they were. Emma smiled, understanding that even when life changes, hope and love can keep friendships strong. She had taken a leap of faith, and it was worth every moment. The distance didn't seem so daunting anymore. It was just a challenge they could overcome together. After Emma received Mia's letter, the weight of sadness that had been sitting on her heart began to lift. The promise of a video call filled her with excitement, and she could hardly wait. Emma spent the next few days preparing for it, as if it were a special event. She cleaned her room, wanting it to look nice, and even put up some fairy lights to make the atmosphere cheerful. Finally, the day of the video call arrived. Emma felt a mix of nerves and happiness. What if Mia had changed? What if their friendship wasn't the same? These worries danced in her mind, but she pushed them aside. She remembered the bond they had built, one filled with laughter and adventures. That bond was still there, waiting to be rekindled. When the time came, Emma sat in front of her laptop, heart racing. She pressed the button to start the call, and after a few moments, Mia's face appeared on the screen. Emma's heart soared. Mia looked different, her hair was longer, and she wore a bright smile that seemed to light up the room. "Emma," Mia exclaimed, her voice ringing with joy. "I'm so happy to see you." "Me too," Emma replied, her smile wide. They both started talking at once, laughing as they tried to share everything that had happened since Mia moved away. Emma felt a rush of happiness wash over her. For the first time in months, she felt truly connected again as they chatted. Mia shared stories about her new city, describing the parks she explored and the new friends she made. Emma listened intently, feeling proud of Mia for embracing her. "New life. You're brave, Mia," she said. "I'm glad you're happy, but I miss you so much." "I miss you too, Emma," Mia replied, her smile fading slightly. "It's been hard not having you around. You were always my best friend, and I feel the distance too." Hearing Mia's words made Emma's heart ache, but it also filled her with hope. "We can still be there for each other," Emma suggested. "We can do video calls more often, and we can even play games together online." Mia's eyes lit up. "That sounds amazing. We can set a regular time to talk. I want to hear about everything, your classes, your art, and even Max. We'll make it work, I promise." With renewed energy, they began to plan their next call. They decided to create a weekly schedule where they would talk every Saturday morning. Emma felt a wave of relief wash over her. They were taking steps together to maintain their friendship, and it felt powerful as the weeks turned into months. Their calls became a highlight of Emma's week. They shared everything from their struggles in school to their dreams for the future. Mia even introduced Emma to her new friends through video. The connection between them grew stronger, and each conversation reminded Emma of the love and support they had for one another. One Saturday, as they chatted, Emma noticed something different in Mia's voice. "I've been thinking about something," Mia said. "I want to come back to visit. I miss the old places we used to hang out." Emma's heart raced with excitement. "Really? That would be amazing. We can go to our favorite cafe and visit the park." Mia chuckled. "And we can have a baking day. Remember our cookie disaster? I want to make it right this time." They both laughed, reminiscing about their past adventures. Emma felt a surge of warmth. The distance that had once made her feel alone now felt manageable. They were finding ways to stay connected, and that was what mattered most. One day, while Emma was waiting for their scheduled call, she had an idea. She decided to create a scrapbook filled with their memories, photos, ticket stubs, and notes from their letters. She wanted to remind them both of the bond they shared, no matter where they were. When Mia saw the scrapbook during their next call, her eyes lit up with joy. "Oh, Emma, this is incredible. You've captured all our memories. I wanted you to know how special our friendship is," Emma replied, her heart full. "No matter how far apart we are, we can always find ways to connect." Mia nodded, her expression serious but filled with warmth. "You're right, Emma. We can conquer this distance together. I believe in us." And just like that, Emma knew that even if life changed and distances grew, their friendship was stronger than any challenge they faced. They had each other, and that was enough to keep hope alive. Emma smiled, feeling a renewed sense of joy and strength, knowing that with love and effort, they could always remain close, no matter the miles between them. As the weeks passed, Emma and Mia continued their weekly video calls, but Emma still felt a longing in her heart. Their conversations were filled with laughter and joy, but sometimes Emma wished she could just reach out and hug Mia to feel her warmth and friendship in person. The distance remained a heavy cloud above her, reminding her that they were still far apart. One evening, after a long day at school, Emma sat at her desk, staring at the scrapbook she had made. The colorful pages reminded her of the good times they had shared. Each photo, each memory made her smile, but also sparked a deep sadness. "Why does it have to be this hard?" she thought. "I want to be with her, not just on a screen." As she flipped through the pages, an idea began to form in her mind. What if she could visit Mia? The thought excited her, but it also scared her. It would take planning and courage. Emma took a deep breath, feeling a mix of hope and fear. "I can do this," she whispered to herself. "Friendship is worth the effort." The next day, Emma decided to talk to her mum about her idea. She walked into the kitchen where her mum was preparing dinner. "Mum, can we talk?" Emma asked, her voice a little shaky. "Of course, sweetheart. What's on your mind?" Her mum replied, giving her full attention. "I've been thinking about Mia. I want to visit her in her new city. I really miss her, and I think it would be amazing to see her in person," Emma explained. Her heart racing, her mum paused for a moment, considering Emma's words. "That sounds like a big step, Emma. Have you thought about how you would get there and what it would involve?" Emma nodded. "I know it won't be easy, but I can save up some money from my allowance. I can even ask Mia if her parents can help with a place to stay. I just want to surprise her." Her mum smiled, seeing the determination in Emma's eyes. "I think that's a wonderful idea. If you really want to do this, I'll help you plan. Just remember, communication is key. You should talk to Mia about your plan before making any arrangements." Feeling encouraged, Emma spent the next few days making a budget and planning how she would save money. She offered to help her neighbors with chores, like walking their dogs and mowing lawns. Every dollar she earned felt like a step closer to her goal. Emma felt strong and empowered, knowing that she was working hard for something that truly mattered to her. After a few weeks, Emma had saved enough money for her bus ticket and some spending money. She was ready to talk to Mia. During their next video call, Emma took a deep breath before sharing her plan. "Mia, I want to visit you. I've saved up money, and I think it would be awesome to spend a weekend together." Mia's eyes widened with surprise and joy. "Really? You want to come here? That's amazing. I would love that." Emma felt a wave of relief and happiness. "I talked to my mum, and she thinks it's a great idea. I can take the bus, and I'll stay with you and your family. We can go to all our favorite places." I can't believe this is happening, Mia exclaimed, her excitement contagious. We have to plan everything. It's going to be so much fun. Over the next few days, they worked together to plan Emma's visit. They made a list of things they wanted to do, places they wanted to see, and all the food they wanted to eat. Emma felt a spark of joy as she imagined the fun they would have. Together, finally, the day of Emma's trip arrived. She packed her bag with care, bringing along the scrapbook she had made for Mia. As she boarded the bus, she felt a mix of nerves and excitement. The journey was long, but each mile brought her closer to her friend. Emma spent the time imagining their reunion, her heart racing at the thought of seeing Mia again. When she finally arrived in Mia's city, Emma felt a rush of energy. She looked around, taking in the new sights, and her heart raced with anticipation. Mia had promised to meet her at the bus station, and as Emma stepped outside, she spotted Mia waving enthusiastically. "Mia!" Emma shouted, running toward her. They hugged tightly, feeling the warmth of their friendship enveloping them. It was as if the distance had melted away in that moment. "I can't believe you're really here," Mia said, her eyes sparkling with joy. "Let's make this the best weekend ever." As they spent time together, Emma realized that their friendship had not only survived the distance, but had grown stronger. They laughed, explored, and created new memories that would last a lifetime. Emma felt a renewed sense of hope and strength. She had taken a leap of faith to reconnect, and it had brought her and Mia closer than ever. In that moment, Emma understood that true friendship could overcome any obstacle. Together, they were unstoppable. Emma smiled, knowing that this journey was just the beginning of many more adventures to come. Emma and Mia spent the first day of Emma's visit exploring the new city. Mia took her to all the places she had talked about during their video calls. The sun was shining brightly, and the air was filled with excitement. They wandered through a beautiful park filled with colorful flowers and tall trees. Emma felt like she was living in a dream. "Look at that fountain," Mia exclaimed, pointing to a sparkling water feature in the center of the park. "We used to love playing around fountains when we were kids." Emma smiled, remembering the fun times they had splashing water on each other. "Let's take a picture," she suggested, pulling out her phone. They posed by the fountain, arms around each other, laughing as water sprayed around them. Emma felt a wave of happiness wash over her. Being with Mia in person felt so right. After a day filled with laughter and exploration, they returned to Mia's house. Mia's family welcomed Emma warmly, treating her like part of their own family. They shared stories over dinner, and Emma felt grateful for this moment. It reminded her of how special it was to connect with people she cared about. That evening, after dinner, they decided to have a movie night. They curled up on the couch with pillows and blankets, ready to watch their favorite childhood films. As the movie played, Emma felt the warmth of friendship surround her. Every laugh and every shared glance made her heart swell with joy. As the night went on, Emma realized that the distance between them had transformed into something beautiful. Being together felt like picking up right where they left off. They shared their dreams for the future, with Mia talking about her aspirations to become an artist, and Emma sharing her passion for writing. They supported each other, reminding one another that their dreams were within reach. The next day, Mia had a surprise planned. "We're going to have a picnic by the lake," she announced as they enjoyed breakfast. Emma's eyes sparkled with excitement. "That sounds amazing. What do we need to bring?" Mia made a list of snacks and drinks. They packed sandwiches, fruit, and cookies, along with a blanket for sitting. After gathering everything, they headed to the lake, where the sky was bright blue and the water sparkled in the sunlight. When they reached the lake, Emma was amazed by its beauty. The gentle waves lapped at the shore, and ducks swam peacefully. They found a perfect spot under a large tree and spread out their blanket. As they enjoyed their picnic, they talked and laughed, feeling grateful for this time together. "Can you believe how lucky we are?" Mia said, taking a bite of her sandwich. "We found a way to reconnect, even though we're far apart." Emma nodded, feeling a sense of pride. "It took some work, but it was worth it. I'm so happy we're here together." As the afternoon sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple, Emma suddenly had an idea. "Let's write letters to each other we can keep. Sending them, even when we're far apart again." Mia's face lit up. "That's a great idea. We can share our thoughts, dreams, and everything happening in our lives. It will be like having a part of you with me even when you're not here." They both agreed to write a letter every month, promising to share their experiences and support each other no matter the distance. Emma felt a surge of hope. This plan would keep their bond strong and remind them that they were never truly apart. As the sun dipped below the horizon, they packed up their picnic and headed back home. Emma felt grateful for every moment of her visit. She had not only reconnected with Mia, but had also discovered a deeper understanding of friendship. That night, as Emma prepared for bed, she reflected on their time together. She realized that true friendship can withstand any challenge, even distance. With love, effort, and creativity, they could bridge the gap between their worlds. The next morning, as Emma prepared to return home, she felt a mix of sadness and joy. She would miss Mia, but she knew their friendship was stronger than ever. They had created new memories and found ways to stay connected. Emma hugged Mia tightly, promising to write her first letter soon. As Emma boarded the bus, she looked out the window and saw Mia waving goodbye. Her heart swelled with gratitude and hope. "This isn't the end," she thought. "It's just the beginning of our new adventure." Emma smiled, knowing that no matter where life took them, their friendship would always shine bright, guiding them through any distance. After Emma returned home from her visit with Mia, she felt a mix of emotions. The joy of being together lingered, but so did the sadness of having to say goodbye. She missed Mia more than ever, but she was determined to keep their friendship strong. The letters they had promised to write became a comforting idea, a way to share their lives even when they were apart. The first night back home, Emma sat at her desk with a blank piece of paper. She wanted to pour out her feelings, but didn't know where to start. Taking a deep breath, she picked up her colorful pens and began to write. "Dear Mia," she wrote, "I miss you already. Our picnic by the lake was the best day ever. I can't stop thinking about how much fun we had. I hope you're doing well back home. I can't wait to hear all about your new art projects." As she wrote, Emma felt her sadness begin to fade. She described her daily life, school, her family, and even the funny things Max, the dog, did. With each word, she felt closer to Mia, as if they were sitting together again, sharing secrets and laughs. When she finished her letter, Emma carefully folded it and placed it in an envelope, feeling proud of her effort to keep their connection alive. The next day, Emma rushed to the mailbox, excitement bubbling inside her. She dropped the letter in, imagining Mia's smile when she received it. "I hope she writes back soon," Emma thought, her heart filled with hope. Days turned into weeks, and Emma eagerly awaited Mia's response. She continued to write letters, sharing more about her life and her dreams. She even included little drawings and stickers to make them more fun. Each letter felt like a lifeline to her friend, and Emma knew that they were building something special together. One afternoon, just as Emma was about to leave for her after-school art class, she heard the sound of the mailbox opening. She rushed to the door, heart racing. There it was, a letter from Mia. She tore it open, her eyes wide with excitement. "Dear Emma," it began, "I was so happy to get your letter. I miss you tons. My art class is going great, and I can't wait to show you my paintings when you visit again. I can't believe we're doing this letter exchange. It feels like you're right here with me." As Emma read, she felt a wave of joy wash over her. They were truly connecting through these letters, and it made the distance feel smaller. Mia wrote about her new friends and the places she had explored. She even shared her dreams of showcasing her art in a gallery one day. Emma felt inspired by Mia's passion and determination. They continued to write to each other, sending letters back and forth like a beautiful game of catch. Each letter was filled with stories, hopes, and even little challenges they set for each other. "Let's each try a new art project this month and share pictures," Mia suggested in one letter. Emma eagerly accepted the challenge, feeling motivated to explore her creativity. As the months went by, Emma and Mia's friendship blossomed. They shared their fears, dreams, and everything in between. Emma learned to express herself more openly, while Mia found confidence in her art. They became each other's cheerleaders, always encouraging one another to reach for their goals. One day, Emma received a letter that made her heart swell with pride. Mia wrote, "I entered my painting in a local contest. I'm nervous, but I know I can do it. Thank you for always believing in me, Emma. You inspire me to chase my dreams." Emma felt a surge of joy for Mia. She quickly wrote back, encouraging her friend and sharing her own progress in art class. "No matter what happens in the contest, I'm so proud of you. You're going to shine, Mia," she wrote. As the seasons changed, their letters continued to strengthen their bond. Emma realized that the distance that once made her sad had transformed into something beautiful. They were no longer just friends who lived far apart. They were partners in each other's journeys, supporting each other through every challenge. Finally, the day of Mia's art contest arrived. Emma wanted to be there for her friend, even if it was from afar. She decided to write one last letter to send with good luck wishes. "Dear Mia," she wrote, "I wish I could be there to cheer you on. No matter what happens today, remember that you are amazing and I believe in you." Emma mailed the letter, a smile on her face. She felt hopeful, knowing that their friendship had grown stronger despite the miles that separated them. No matter where they were connected by their hearts and the letters they shared. Emma smiled, excited for the future and all the adventures that awaited them together, even if apart. As spring blossomed into summer, Emma and Mia's friendship continued to thrive through their letters. They had become each other's lifelines, sharing their hopes, dreams, and the challenges they faced. However, as the warm days rolled in, Emma began to feel an ache of longing. She missed Mia's laughter, her silly jokes, and the comfort of being together in person. One sunny afternoon, Emma sat outside with her sketchbook, trying to capture the beauty of the blooming flowers. She drew vibrant colors and soft lines, but her mind kept drifting to Mia. "I wish I could share this moment with her," she thought. "It's not the same without her here." Suddenly, an idea sparked in Emma's mind. What if she could organize a surprise visit for Mia? Emma's heart raced with excitement at the thought. She would plan a special day filled with their favorite activities. She could show Mia all the things she loved about her own town. It would be a way to reconnect in a deeper, more meaningful way. Emma quickly grabbed her phone and called her mum. "Mum, can we talk?" she asked, her voice filled with determination. "I have an idea, and I need your help." Her mum listened carefully as Emma shared her plan. "I want to surprise Mia and visit her for a weekend. I miss her so much, and I think it would mean a lot to both of us." Her mum smiled, impressed by Emma's enthusiasm. "That's a wonderful idea. Let's see how we can make it happen. We'll need to plan the trip carefully and make sure Mia doesn't suspect anything." Over the next few days, Emma worked hard to prepare for the surprise. She saved money from her allowance and did extra chores around the house to earn a little more. Emma even reached out to Mia's parents to coordinate the visit, making sure they would be home when she arrived. As the day approached, Emma felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. What if Mia was busy or didn't want to hang out? But deep down, she knew how much they both needed this time together. "I have to believe in our friendship," she reminded herself. "It will be worth it." Finally, the day of the surprise arrived. Emma woke up early, her heart racing with anticipation. She packed her bag with care, bringing along the scrapbook they had created together and some of her favorite snacks. She wanted to make this visit special. When Emma arrived at Mia's city, she had butterflies in her stomach. She took a deep breath and reminded herself of the joy they would share. With her mom's help, they drove to Mia's neighborhood. Emma felt her heart pounding as they pulled up in front of Mia's house. "This is it," she thought. Emma's mom parked the car, and together they walked to the front door. Emma knocked, her heart racing. A moment later, Mia's mum opened the door, her eyes widening in surprise. "Emma, what a wonderful surprise," she said, stepping aside to let them in. Emma's heart pounded as she waited for Mia to come downstairs. A few moments later, she heard footsteps. When Mia appeared, her eyes went wide with shock. "Emma, you're here," she exclaimed, running toward her friend. They hugged tightly, tears of joy filling their eyes. "I wanted to surprise you," Emma said, grinning from ear to ear. "I missed you so much." Mia stepped back, still in disbelief. "This is amazing. I can't believe you're here. What are we going to do first?" Emma smiled, excited to share her plans. "I thought we could go to the park, visit our favorite cafe, and maybe have a movie night, just like old times." Mia's face lit up with joy. "That sounds perfect. I've missed our adventures together." As they spent the weekend exploring, laughing, and reminiscing, Emma felt a warmth in her heart. The distance that had once felt so heavy was now just a memory. They were together, and that was what truly mattered. They took pictures, made new memories, and enjoyed every moment like it was a precious gift. On the last night of Emma's visit, they sat on the couch, a bowl of popcorn between them. The glow of the TV reflected their smiles as they watched their favorite movie. "I'm so happy you came," Mia said softly, her eyes shining with gratitude. "This weekend reminded me how strong our friendship is." Emma nodded, her heart full. "Distance can't break us. We just have to keep finding ways to connect." Mia smiled, feeling inspired, "And we will. We can keep writing letters, planning visits, and sharing our lives. No matter where we are, we'll always have each other." As Emma prepared to head home the next day, she felt a sense of peace. The love and support between them had grown even stronger. They had proven that friendship could withstand any distance, and that hope could lead to beautiful reunions. Emma hugged Mia tightly, feeling grateful for the memories they had created together. "This isn't goodbye," she said with a smile. "It's just the beginning of our next adventure." They both laughed, knowing that their friendship would continue to thrive, no matter the miles between them. As summer rolled into fall, Emma and Mia's friendship continued to blossom. They wrote letters, shared pictures, and scheduled video calls whenever they could. Each time they connected, Emma felt a warm glow in her heart. However, she still missed the easy days when they could meet face to face and share laughter in person. The distance sometimes felt heavy, but deep down, both girls knew their friendship was strong enough to last. One sunny Saturday morning, Emma sat at her desk, thinking about the upcoming school year. She had just received a project assignment that required her to create a presentation about friendship. "This is perfect," she thought. She decided to focus her project on her friendship with Mia. It would be a chance to celebrate their bond and show how they had managed to stay close despite the distance. Emma got to work immediately. She gathered photos from their scrapbook, printed out some of their favorite letters, and even included drawings and quotes about friendship. She wanted to tell their story in a way that would inspire others. She felt excited and hopeful as she put everything together. That afternoon, she called Mia. "Hey, I'm working on a project for school about our friendship," Emma said, her voice filled with enthusiasm. "I want to share how we've stayed connected even though you moved away." Mia's eyes sparkled with joy. "That sounds amazing. I love that you're doing this. I think our story can really inspire others to keep their friendship strong, no matter the distance." They spent the next hour brainstorming ideas for Emma's presentation. They talked about the letters they exchanged, the video calls, and the surprise visit Emma had made. Every detail felt precious, and they both knew how important it was to cherish their connection. As they planned, Emma felt a wave of gratitude wash over her. "You know, Mia, I think what makes our friendship special is that we both believe in each other," Emma said. "No matter how far apart we are always there to support one another." Mia nodded in agreement. "Absolutely. We've learned that distance doesn't define our friendship. It's about the love and effort we put into it." With renewed energy, Emma finished her project. She printed everything out and organized it into a beautiful presentation. She included their favorite memories, the challenges they faced, and how they overcame them. Emma even added a section on how important it is to communicate and show appreciation for friends, no matter the circumstances. When the day of the presentation arrived, Emma felt nervous but excited. She stood in front of her classmates, her heart racing. "Today, I want to share a story about friendship, distance, and hope," she began. As she spoke, she could see her classmates engaged. Leaning forward to listen, Emma shared the details of her friendship with Mia, explaining how they had turned letters into a lifeline and how video calls kept their bond alive. She showed pictures of their adventures together, including the scrapbook and the letter exchange. The room filled with smiles as her classmates saw the joy in their friendship as she finished her presentation. Emma looked around the room. No matter how far apart you are from someone you care about, always remember that it's the effort and love you put into the relationship that matters most. Keep reaching out, keep sharing, and never let distance break your bonds. The applause that followed filled her with pride. Emma could see that her classmates were inspired, and she felt a sense of accomplishment. She had not only celebrated her friendship with Mia, but had also encouraged others to cherish their own connections. After school, Emma received a message from Mia. "I watched your presentation. You were amazing. I'm so proud of you," Mia wrote. Emma felt her heart swell with happiness. They had both learned that friendship could thrive even when life took them in different directions. Later that week, Emma and Mia made plans for a new adventure. They decided to meet at a summer art festival happening in Mia's city. They would spend a weekend together, celebrating their friendship and creativity. As the day approached, Emma felt excited about the reunion. Her heart was full of hope and anticipation. She had learned that taking steps to reconnect was worth it, no matter how difficult it seemed at first. Their friendship had grown through the challenges, and they had proven that love and effort could conquer any distance. On the day of the festival, Emma arrived early, her heart racing with excitement. When she saw Mia, they ran toward each other, wrapping their arms around each other tightly. "We're finally together again," Mia exclaimed, her eyes sparkling. "Yes, and this is just the beginning of our next adventure," Emma replied, feeling a sense of joy wash over her. Together, they spent the weekend creating art, sharing dreams, and laughing until their sides hurt. They realized that no matter where life took them, they would always find a way to be together. Their friendship was a testament to hope, resilience, and the beautiful connections that could transcend any distance. Emma smiled, knowing that their journey was filled with endless possibilities and adventures yet to come.